Welcome to Budget Beauty, where I help you look flawless for less. Welcome back, and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, and this is Budget Beauty. We do everything beauty on a budget, and we're going to start kind of a new series of testing new makeup. As I buy random makeup, things that are new to me, we're going to test them out together. And today I'm really excited to test out a cheek palette that can also be used on the eyes, new lip oils, and a new contour, highlight, and blush wand. So we have a lot of new makeup to test out. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. I would love to have you here, and I do upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Check out the description box down below where I will link all of my favorite beauty subscriptions, all of the makeup that I'm wearing today, and all of the new makeup that we're testing out. I have went ahead and done my base, even set my under eye. I have not set my face because we have quite a few complexion products to try out, but everything will be linked down below for you. And of course, come on over, follow me on TikTok for a little bit more beauty on a budget. So let me zoom you in and let's test new makeup. Like I said, I did my base already. I have my foundation on, I have concealer, and I went ahead and set my under eye. I will link all of the products that I used down below for you. The new makeup we're testing out complexion wise are the new Halo wands from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Now these are supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury wands. These are $9. The Charlotte Tilbury are about mid 40s, and Tarte even released some in the high 20s. So these are only $9 a piece, and I'm excited to see if they work as well as the Charlotte Tilbury. So first up, I have the Halo Contour Wand. Now this comes in multiple shades. I picked mine up in medium. This is a cream contour. So this is going to be applied to my face before I set it with powder and continue with powdered products. I also picked up the Halo Blush in Berry Radiant. Now this is a radiant blush that's supposed to give you this beautiful glow from within, fresh, dewy skin look. And lastly, which I'm really excited about, is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Highlighter in Champagne Campaign. And again, all of these products come in multiple shades for multiple skin tones. I went ahead and ordered the ones that I thought would be best with my skin tone. So first thing we're going to do is contour. Now they have a sponge kind of tip applicator, again, similar to Charlotte Tilbury, similar to those other kind of wand products out there. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this everywhere that I would apply contour. Super easy to use by just dabbing it on. You just squeeze it a little bit and the product comes to the sponge tip applicator, and then you just dab it on. I did go ahead and wet my beauty sponge, and let's blend it out. Wow, that's blending out effortlessly. And you can see that it's not blending away. I definitely still have product. I still have pigmentation from the contour wand. This is a perfect shade for me as well. Medium is absolutely perfect. So let me go ahead and get this blended out so that we can test out the cream blush. So with the contour wand, a little bit goes a long way. I definitely used too much. I actually had to wipe it off with a tissue. So when you're using at least the contour wand, light hand, just about a half of what I put on would be plenty to do the whole face, which is great. That means it's going to last a long time. I will say that it blended out beautifully. You can see it gave me a little bit of dewy radiance, which I love. And learning from mistake with the contour, I'm going to do a light hand. I can see the glow of that blush, and that is really, really pretty. Ooh, look at that. It definitely has that glowy, radiant finish. That blended out really nice, but I can definitely build that up a little bit more. I guess I was a little scared from the contour being so pigmented. Ooh. Look how pretty that is. She's glowy. There's pigmentation. That is so stunning. Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. Look at the glowiness and dewiness of the blush, stunning. And then lastly, let's try out the highlighter. Like I said, I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna dab that just where I would typically put highlighter. I'm gonna do a couple little dots on my nose, couple little dots on my forehead, So everywhere that I would typically apply highlight, blend her out. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is 100% a see you from space highlight, and I am here for it. This is so beautiful. I'm speechless on how pretty this is. Between the kind of more radiant blush and that glowy highlight, this is absolutely beautiful. This is amazing. I love this. I want to go ahead and set my face, and let's see if we can see the glowiness and radiance through setting my face. So I'm using the Makeup Revolution Banana Powder. I've been using this forever and I'm barely making a dent in this. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to set my face. Like I said, I want to see if you can see the glow through setting powder. I always set my face, so it's important to me to be able to see my cream products once I've set my face. So I set my face with setting powder. You can definitely still see the highlight. You can see the blush. You can actually still see the warmth of the contour. It definitely warmed everything up. These are pretty amazing. Pretty darn amazing. And for $9 each, you can't beat it. I mean, glowy, easy to apply, blends out beautifully. I mean, absolutely stunning. So I went ahead and added my bronzer, and now we're gonna test out from Blend Bunny, one of my favorite indie brands, their brand new face palette in Juicy Cheeks. Now they came out with a Bare palette, which is a little bit more on the neutral side, and then they came out with the Juicy Cheeks palette. I had to get the Juicy Cheeks because I love how fun these blush colors are. We have yellow and orange and purples and this beautiful bright salmony color, perfect for spring and summer. And what's great about this palette is you can use this on the cheeks and the eye. So we're going to use this as our blush today, and then we're going to create an eye look also using the Blend Bunny Juicy Cheeks palette. You can also do this same approach with their Bare palette. So for blush today, this color right here, mouth watering, I have to use that really, really bright pink. It just speaks right to me. That is so fun for spring and summer. She's definitely pigmented, but buildable. So you could do a little bit lighter hand if you're someone that likes maybe a more natural makeup look, or I'm dipping into the pan and picking up more product and I can get a little bit bolder blush look by just going back in and layering the blush. It's layering perfectly. That is so beautiful. I love it. It is that perfect juicy pink. Very, very pigmented and layered beautifully. So now we're gonna create an eye look with the Juicy palette. I already know I love the blush. I can't wait to use all of these blush shades. So I'm going to pick up the shade Row, which is the pinky, lightest pink blush shade, lightest pink shade in the palette, on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use that as my transition. I actually love how versatile this is, that this can be used on the cheeks and on the eyes. It makes it a great travel palette because you have neutrals, you have colorful shades, and if you pick up the Bare palette, you're going to have even a little bit more neutral shades. But I love that the Juicy has great shades for blush, but also great shades for eyeshadow, like the pinks and the purples. This is actually applying really beautifully on the eyes. It's blending out nicely. I have pigmentation, I have color payoff and blendability. Pretty impressed. Now I'm going to pick up the shade Ripe, which is the deepest purple shade. That would be an absolutely gorgeous blush, but I'm going to use that in the outer corner. Look at how pretty that is to deepen that up. That was one tap in. And purples can be really patchy, and this is perfection. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more on my brush and see if I can build that up to add a little bit more depth. And that's a yes. Look at how stunning that is. It is such a pretty color. I'm going to go in with that same fluffy brush that we did the transition, no extra product, and blend a little bit more. Since there's no shimmers in the blush palette, obviously, I'm going to go into my Blend Bunny Primal palette, which is one of my favorite palettes from Blend Bunny, and I'm going to use the shimmer Pheromone, which is this purple down here in the corner. Look how beautiful that is. And I'm going to just tap that onto my lid. I do not have any glitter primer. I just put some concealer to set my eye for an eye base. And I'm just going to tap that on. Isn't that beautiful? Blend Bunny mattes are perfection. Blend Bunny shimmers are perfection. And then using a brush, I'm picking up the shimmer shade Feral, which is the really pretty kind of bright pink shimmer in the Primal palette. And I'm going to just tap that in on the inner portion of my lid and blend that over with that purple shimmer. What I like too about Blend Bunny is you can pick up their shimmers on your finger or your brush and you get the most amazing payoff either way, which is the best way to be able to use your products and your shadows is whatever method you use to apply them, you get the color payoff and the opacity, and Blend Bunny is amazing. And then with that same brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Morph, which is the beautiful kind of blurple shimmer shade in the palette. And I want to just tap that on the outer portion for a little bit of depth. Can you see that's layering just really pretty on the purple shade, but it's giving me a little bit more oomph and depth to the look. And then I'm going to go into Mouth Watering, which is the color we used for blush. Picking that up on a dense brush, I'm going to buff that onto my lower lash line. And then for fun, back into that shimmer Morph, the blue blurple. Picking that up on that same brush, I'm going to again buff that on the lower lash line, again to add a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of depth. Look how beautiful that is. So absolutely stunning. Those blush shades worked perfect on the eyes, beautiful on the cheeks. I definitely got opacity, blended out beautifully. So let me go ahead and apply liner, mascara, do my brows, and we'll be back to do our lips together because we have new makeup to test out for the lips as well. So I applied liner, mascara, did my brows, and now we're gonna test out the new lip oils from Blend Bunny. Now, of course, I had to get the Juicy line since I got the Juicy face palette, not to mention these lip oil colors, absolutely beautiful. The shade Juicy is a orangey red, kind of that perfect quintessential summer color. Squeeze is a little bit more on the orange side, a little bit less intense than Juicy, but still gives you great payoff. And then we have the shade Ripe, which is the purple tinted lip oil. I feel like it makes sense for us to use Ripe since we did more of a purple eye look today. They have a nice big doe foot applicator. I have nothing on my lips, no liner, nothing. So I'm going to apply. It has a grape smell, which is awesome. Definitely goes hand in hand with that color. Now you saw the swatches of the lip oil. You could see that there's definitely a tint of color to the lip oils depending on the lip oil that you choose. And you can see that with applying this one, we have a very, very faint purple color. Definitely not purple. I don't have purple lips. It just gives this kind of pretty pinky purple vibe. It feels really, really nice on the lips, very hydrating, not sticky at all. I love lip oil, so as soon as I saw that they released these, I had to get them. I use lip oil every day. These are really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and head to the gym, so I'm going to get my hair into a gym appropriate ponytail, get my workout clothes on, and I'll be back to share with you my final thoughts on this testing new makeup. I am back and I am ready for the gym, put my hair back into a ponytail, and let's go over my final thoughts on this testing new makeup. Starting with the e.l.f. Glow Wands. I love these. I could see the contour, the blush, the highlight, even when I set my face. I didn't add any additional highlight and it just glows through. So I love the highlight. I picked the perfect shade for me. The contour, like I said, a little bit goes a long way, so it's going to last a very long time. It blended out beautifully, layered nicely under powder, and I really like the blush. I love that the blush has a little bit of a glowy finish, so if you're not a highlighter person, you can get that same pretty kind of glow from within from the blush alone. So it kind of serves as a blush and highlight depending on how blinding you like your highlight. Now, I love a good blinding highlight, so I will add a highlighter as well. But these are amazing. There's no need to spend the high-end prices. I ordered mine right off of Ulta, so of course I'll link them down below for you. And then the Juicy Cheeks palette from Blend Bunny. I mean, it spoke for itself. I love it for blush. The blush is stunning. I love it for eyeshadow. It blended beautifully for eyeshadow. I think I might go buy the Bare palette because I really, really like this, and this would be great for travel. Like I said, blush, eyeshadow all in one. That way I have a more colorful palette, and I would have the Bare palette, which is a little bit more neutral, but highly, highly, highly recommend. And as for the lip oils, they're fantastic. This feels really nice on the lips. I love that the lip oil has a very mild, has a very faint color, but ties in beautifully with the blush palette. And that's what I love about Blend Bunny, is everything cohesively goes together. So these lip oils in this palette, perfection. I can't wait to use these. I know that I'll be getting a lot of use out of these. So like I said, I think I'm gonna pick up the Bare palette and the Bare lip oils. After testing out the lip oil formula, it's so juicy and hydrating to the lips and not sticky at all. So I would say we had quite the win with testing some new makeup products. Like I mentioned, everything will be linked down below for you. I will find a discount for Blend Bunny that'll give you 10% off as well. So if you're interested in the Juicy palette or the Bare palette or even the Primal palette, because those shimmers are beautiful paired with the Juicy palette, it'll all be down below for you. Along with my favorite beauty subscriptions and my TikTok, come follow me there for a little bit more beauty on a budget. Let me know if you picked any of these products up or if you're going to pick them up. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. I'd love to have you here. And of course, don't forget to check everything out down in the description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and we will be doing more testing new makeup in the future.